Hey, look at you, all grown up and needing car insurance. You don't have to freak out if you got a driving record that's not so hot, or worry if you aren't sure exactly what you need. Able Insurance has your back. Pass up the national insurance companies where you're just another number and keep your auto insurance right here in Charlottesville. 979-0814 is the number. AbleInsurance.com is the site.
Yeah.
What up, though, BallHawk Show.
Say it one more time.
What up, though, BallHawk Show.
What up, though? Welcome to the BallHawk Show podcast. I'm your host, Amon Hawkins. Appreciate you rocking with me. We got another one. We got to talk about Carson Wentz, Philadelphia Eagles quarterback of my squad, because I'm an Eagles fan. Before we get started, you know the routine. BallHawk Show, sponsored by Able Insurance and sponsored by Connor Murray Realtor. Go to ableinsurance.net for all your insurance needs, home, auto, business, life. Holla at Able Insurance. Holla at Billy and Charlene White, service in the state of Virginia for over 20 years. Also, if you're looking for a home, looking for some property, holla at Connor Murray here in the Charlottesville area. Follow him on Facebook, Connor Murray Realtor, or go to his Instagram page and follow him at Connor Murray Real Estate. That's Connor Murray Real Estate. On Facebook, it's Connor Murray Realtor. So let's go. We got to talk about it. Carson Wentz, record-breaking $107 million guaranteed in his 4-year, $128 million extension. He got a 4-year, $128 million extension, and out of that 128, $107 million is guaranteed. Basically, it is a sign-in bonus. Russell Westbrook just set the record, and now Carson Wentz just broke his record. And whoever signed after Carson Wentz gonna break his record. Whoever signed after that dude that broke Carson Wentz's record gonna break his record. That's how it works. The quarterback that signs last is going to be the highest paid. Point blank, period. The market is set. Howie Roseman showing you he is a hell of a GM. Because by doing this extension 2 years early, he's going to save $6 to $7 million per year on Carson Wentz's future contract because the market will reset. They could thank Kirk Cousins for his contract for the Minnesota Vikings, Russell Wilson and all the boys who signed out to him thanking Kirk Cousins. And right now, you got quarterbacks that's thanking Carson Wentz. A guy named Dak Prescott is so happy that Carson Wentz got $107 million guaranteed because he's going to be looking at them Dallas Cowboys talking about, hold on, Woody, son, back there line up. He ain't got no playoff games or victories, and he ain't even got as many wins as me. You got to come see me. See, this is the thing about these narratives that people share about quarterbacks and wins and losses, the little stat that they only use for them. Is that you can't use those wins and losses, but then when you get to a quarterback you're not too fond of, you start to look at other variables of why they probably won. Because that's what's going to happen with Dak Prescott. Now, everybody believes in Carson Wentz's ability. They just don't believe in his overall health. But the fact that they believe in his ability, the fact that he was a leading MVP candidate 2 years ago before he blew out his knee, and then Nick Foles came in and won the Super Bowl, the same Nick Foles that nobody believed in, the same Nick Foles that everybody thought was washed, the same Nick Foles that's now a hot commodity. That's the game of football, and that's sports for you. That's the people who hold the mic like I do. That's what we do. We react in the present. We get so consumed with what's going on right now that we lose sight of all reality. So Carson Wentz, people are like, oh my God, I can't believe the Eagles will give him all that money. And I'm sitting here like, you got to protect yourself if you're the Eagles. And that's what Howie did. As of today, that 107 is astronomical. 2 years from today, When you got to do like Jared Goff re-signing for the Rams, and he's probably going to get like $120 million guaranteed, and he probably going to be making $30 million a year. Y'all not going to say this. Y'all going to turn right back around and be like, you know what, boy, them Eagles are smart. Because hey, you got two sides of the coin. One side of the coin, and Carson Wentz can continue the trend of doing well during the season, and then by game 11, he get banged up and hurt. That can be one end of the coin. The other end of the coin is he can continue the trend of doing very well and then outplaying what we saw 2 years ago and could have commanded upwards of $38 to $40 million a year. Because with this new extension, the 4-year 132, he's averaging $32 million a year. That's what he's averaging. If you just look at the extension and you don't add on the contract, the last 2 years of contract he has now. So the extension is basically going to be paying him $32 million a year. So when this contract kicks in, because, the thing is, the 107 is considered a signing bonus. So he already, they got to cut the check $107 million now, or regardless is his. Because I don't know if you want it all in one lump sum. Good Lord. The taxes on that jank. Shoo, good gracious. I can't do math that fast, but he be going home with like 60-something million if he got it one lump sum. But right now, if you think in 2 years, paying a quarterback $32 million and he's a starter and he's considered one of the top 3 tiers, top 2 tiers, because Kirk Cousins got paid because he was the hottest commodity on the market. So 2 years from now, you'll have Jared Goff. You have, I think even Kirk Cousins may be back on the market by now. Anyway, it would have been Jared Goff and Nick Foles, 2 young quarterbacks, went 1 and 2 in the draft. There's no telling what they was going to command on the market. But the Dallas Cowboys, Dak Prescott going to want at least $32 million. I know a lot of y'all Dallas Cowboy fans, I ain't no damn way. But the narrative that, quarterbacks are the most important position and quarterbacks mean that much to your team, Dak Prescott has been a part of a winning culture and won playoff games for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, granted, we all know he relies on the run first, but when you went and got him a major weapon in Amari Cooper, it helped that young man develop. And if you're all in for Dak Prescott, you got to pay him. Scared money don't make money. And I'm an Eagle fan, so if I'm giving the real about the Cowboys and the Dak, I know. Some of y'all going to think I'm just doing that because I want, y'all to overpay Dak and then you can't pay everybody else and you cripple the salary cap. No, I'm not saying that. I always want to see dudes get their bread. That's all I'm saying. And the narrative that's been built for the quarterback, he's checking off all the boxes, especially if you got to do like Kirk Cousins getting hella money. I mean, Carson Wentz is the first quarterback to kind of break the cycle. Well, no, he ain't, because let's see, Phillip Rivers signed for a big deal, Eli Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, Matt Ryan, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. Phillip ain't playing no Super Bowl, but Eli, Ben, Matt, Aaron, and Russell could say they at least played in the Super Bowl. But you get what I'm saying. You get paid. You look at Drew Brees, you get paid. You look at Andrew Luck, he got paid. Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl, he got paid. But you don't want to wait too late. And I think Howie did a great job of getting him in this cycle, because the next cycle they would have to pay him. If he got $30 million today or yesterday, like I said, he be getting $38 to $40 million the next cycle, because the market is going to continue to increase. So these quarterbacks around the league are thanking Carson Wentz for signing for that 107. Just broke Russell Wilson's signing bonus guarantee record. But I'm an Eagle fan, and I like the deal. I know with Nick Foles, man, love him dearly. Came in, kept the machine going, elevated us to a Super Bowl. Carson was a starter again. They had injuries, all around him. He did what he can do. He went down. Nick came in, went 4-1, then went to the playoffs. Almost got us to the show again. You had a dilemma, but you had to keep the young investment. You had to. You just had to. In my opinion, you had to. 'Cause I don't know with Nick, man. Like, Nick has shown when he has been a day one starter from the jump, he's not the same. And I hope he does go to Jacksonville and does well. I hope he does. Like, real talk. I hope he does. But I would have picked Carson as well. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section, man. Were the Eagles dumb? Do you think it was smart? How do you think this affects Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys? You feel like the Dallas Cowboys got to meet the contract that was given by Carson Wentz? Or do you feel like because Carson Wentz was ahead in the MVP race and you look at his skill set, that there's no way the Cowboys could give Dak Prescott a big contract? And if you don't give Dak Prescott a big contract, then what are we doing when we talk about quarterbacks and wins and losses? Because he's checking off everything. Hell, he got more TD passes than Carson Wentz, even though he's played more games. But playing more games helps with the investment as well. So, I don't know, man. BallHawk, I'm out.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.